Hi, welcome to the Shadow Embodiment Academy. I was going to call it by its old name then, which was Shadow School. So welcome. I'm so glad that you are here looking, because honestly, embodying your shadow is going to be the most transformational work you can ever do, and it will open the floodgates to so much for you. If you are a woman in business and right now you are struggling to scale your business or struggling to attract the most perfect clients that want to stay with you, that recommend you to everyone, if you want to say those words that they just love and are in your inbox and your comments saying, how do I work with you? Then embodying your shadow is going to be the thing that takes you from where you are now to completely exploding your business. We can have the best strategies in the world. We can have the best marketing, the best, you know, all of these things in place. But if you are not able to trust in exactly who you are not able to show that magnetic energy that is going to drive those dreamy clients to you. And not only that, but when you embody your shadow, you hold a much safer, transformative space for your clients as well. And you will see a massive increase in client retention and client transformation, because it really you are so much more powerful than the world allows us to believe that we are. And that's not from an ego place. The ego is the part of us that we show up in, that we think is safe. So we collect all of our evidence over the years and inherited beliefs and past life woundings and beliefs. We collate everything that we think is safe and we show up in that. Yeah, that's the ego. And that is not the most amazing parts of you. That's like the safe, fake part of you. And if you're not where you want to be, it's because you are just mirroring those parts to everyone around you. And sure, you're going to get some people, there's always going to be some people that see that magic. But if you want to expand and you really want to catapult your business and your life to that next level, shadow work is going to take you there. The shadow work is really dysregulating. It is not an easy ride. And I'm not going to gaslight you and tell you it's an easy ride, because it isn't. Because we are breaking down everything in our body that we feel is safe. And we are going back to the parts of us that we somehow decided or had to protect ourselves through trauma, that we put aside into our shadow, and we are spending our whole lives trying to keep those hidden and show up in this fake part of us. That is so draining. That is like the energy vampire. That is the draining part of us, trying to hide that magic. And that, what, I hate saying the darkness actually, because it's not dark, it's just like human behavior. But we've been told it's dark. So we hide all of that, those parts of us, and show up in this fake part of us, and it's energy draining. It leads us into uncomfortable spaces. We can repeat sabotaging patterns. We miss red flags, and not only just in our partners, but in the coaches. We end up in the wrong spaces that's suffocating us, because we just want to feel safe and welcome and fit in. We can't push past our fear and take ourselves to that next level, because deep down in our shadow, we've got parts of us that are telling us you're not worthy of that. You're better off staying where you are, so nothing rocks the apple cart and nothing falls out, and you don't stand up in your absolute genius. In shadow school, we are going in and we're reclaiming those parts of us. We're reclaiming the parts of us that we were told were wrong. We were claiming of those parts of us that people disliked about us because it reflected back to them what they weren't capable of. So all of your genius is actually in the shadow. And when people talk about bringing your shadow into light, it's those parts that we're bringing into the light, but we're also having that darkness. We're keeping that. Yeah, we're not transmuting that into light. We're keeping that exactly as it is because that is who we are. And we are going to get really, really comfortable with the discomfort of who we are. And we're going to get really, really comfortable with the magic and the genius that we have inside of us as well. That is the real shadow work. That is what it's all about. And you can't do it alone. Sorry, you cannot go to those parts alone. You're not going to be able to go deep enough. And that is why I created the Shadow Embodiment Academy. When you are feeling worthy in all of your unworthiness, yeah, you've got nothing to hide. You've got nothing to fear anymore. So you can show up and lead from who you are, not who you think is safe and accepted, not who you think, not like the gurus that you see, not feeling into their energy, just being in your own energy and knowing that the people that need you, the people that want to be with you, the people that want to learn from you, the people that want to be in your space will be magnetized to that because you are mirroring to them their genius. Yeah, that's why we attract with our shadow because we are mirroring the genius and all of that unsafe part to them. So they actually, I am the shadow and I am the light. And that is reflected back and they are drawn to that magnetism. Yeah, they are drawn to us, not through the fear anymore, but through that magnetism. If you think about a time when you've gone to work with someone because you think, oh, I need that, I need to be like that, I need to get that, what you have, and you've not got anywhere, what you have done is been attracted to the shadow part that they aren't able to express. So you have seen back your own unexpressed shadow in them and gone to them. You've been attracted to that. So what we are doing instead is enabling people to be attracted to that amazing shadow, that magnetic shadow, that genius, that transformation that they want. It's the power of the shadow that people become attracted to. And what an amazing space would that be that you are able to facilitate that change because they see what they want to be in you. They're not coming to you from a place of fear, a place of, I need that because otherwise I won't be a success. They're coming to you because of that magnetic attraction. And that is shadow work. And that is what you're going to do. You're going to alchemize your shadow in the Shadow Embodiment Academy. I was going to keep this really quick. I've probably got a few more things to say about it. Um, I talk, so we often think of Jung as the shadow expert, the shadow guru, and he talks about archetypes, and we see that a lot. I'm not that person. I very much in tune with the feminine shadow and the suppression of the feminine and the effects of trauma and abuse, the inherited trauma. So that our inherited parts that we put into the shadow are due to female oppression and abuse, massacre throughout past lives. It's all inherited womb to womb. all inherited. And my work really goes deep um, into that suppression that is just coming into us subtly through our daily life, and it's impacted over and over and over. And that is a big part of the work that I do in shadow work, is dismantling the beliefs that have been put in women due to patriarchal oppression, abuse, power, and control, as well as our own lived trauma, our own life experiences. But we are very um, the reason why my work goes so deep is because we don't bypass anything. We do not bypass anything about the feminine. So we will work with goddesses, we will work in past lives, we will work in present lives, we will work with trauma wounding in the body from this lifetime, from past lifetimes. We don't bypass anything, nothing goes amiss. And I use the feminine body is supposed to be moved through ebbs and flows. Yeah, all of this nervous system soothing and regulation isn't for the feminine body. We have got so used to numbing out through this regulation, numbing out, exposing our nervous system to dysregulation, but then numbing it out again and soothing it up again. So having a release and then a soothe, release and soothe. We're going to go a lot deeper than that. We're going to go a lot deeper. We're going to reprogram our nervous system. Yeah, we're not small men. We don't want to treat our body like we are men, because we're not. We're women. We've got a feminine body, and we have got a lot of feminine power that we need to reclaim within us. We've got our womb space to reclaim, and we've got our nervous system to reclaim. And that is all part of the shadow work. Our nervous system is the evolution of keeping us safe. Women are born with fear. We have fear in our bones, from the witch wounds and beyond. The witch wound is probably just like the most memorable part in history, but the wounding of the feminine began a long time before then. So our nervous system is full of fear, and we are highly regulated to resist fear. We wouldn't have survived. The human race wouldn't have survived if we didn't have fear. So we are highly regulated for fear. So just a little sensation of a thought in our head that triggers fear will send messages to the body to become dysregulated, sending more messages to us to feel safe again. So we've got to really dismantle that. We've got to reprogram the nervous system. We're not supposed to be soothing it all the time. There are times, yes, when we want to soothe our nervous system, especially in a moment of time when it needs soothing. Yes, and we will work through that as well. But we're going to get really comfortable in discomfort. And that is how we do this shadow work. That is how we really go deep and make these transformations. So I may have just completely put you off. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're ready to really go there. Hopefully you've had enough of repeating the same sabotaging patterns. Hopefully, you've had enough of not being where you want to be. Hopefully, you've had enough of frustration, and you are ready to take back everything. You're ready to take back who you are, reprogram fear, and just move in the direction that fulfills you, that calls in all of your desires, that calls in everything that you want to be, where you can stand up and walk and talk and say exactly who you are, exactly what you do, without any fear of judgment, of people not liking you, of people saying no, of people laughing at you, of people, whatever, whatever it is for you, because that is how we own our shadow. We're safe to be exactly who we are. And I don't mean that from I don't give a fuck what people think about me. That is still shadow. That is still a shadow work. we're not doing this to offend people and to we're just saying this is what I am, this is what I can do for you, this is the transformation that I can create, and if you like it, come to me. If you don't like it, that's okay. That's okay. You might change your mind, or you might just not be attracted to myself, and that's okay as well. It's not one of those well, I don't care, I'm all right kind of approaches, and I say what I say and I mean what I say. It's not about that. That is shadow work. That is well, that person needs to do shadow work, but that isn't what we're doing with shadow work. So this is a 16 week program, and each week we get together on Zoom, or you can, of course, watch the replay. You will have in your portal, everything's in Kajabi. You'll have each week you will either have a masterclass or a journey to go on, or it might even just be some journal prompts to work on, but you'll have something there each week to do, and then we get together following that. You don't have to watch the masterclass to do it. It's a live interactive call. That, like I said, that happens every week. So this is over a 16-week period. We will have an integration week in the middle. But so it's 8 weeks, a week integration, and then another 8 weeks. And if you choose, you can do the next step, which is the certification. So you will become a trauma-informed shadow work and nervous system coach if you wish to continue with me for another 12 weeks. And in that part, you will have a trauma-informed session with an outside body who is a trauma-informed expert. So you'll be certified in that as well. And you will be able to use my methods of shadow work and nervous system dysregulation and regulation to use with your clients as well. So that whatever, you could become a shadow work coach, or you can use the shadow work in your own coaching and healing, and you will get much deeper transformations for your client, but you will also be able to see how your shadow is playing up in those coaching sessions, and just create a much deeper, much more transformational program, or just one-on-one sessions, however you work with your clients as well. This really is shadow work really takes people to that very next level, and you must be really informed of the work that you are doing, because when we explore triggers, we are exploring disassociated parts, and we can re-traumatize people. We've got to really be aware and informed and educated in the shadow and the nervous system. So you can choose to stay with me for another 3 weeks, or you can buy the whole program altogether today. And then, like I say, you'll be certified. There are a few different methods that you will have to do. There's reflections, there's a case study, and then there is a requirement to attend live. If you can't attend live, I would require reflections, and we will have a longer session where we will do some deeper integration information of how you can then start to use this in training your clients. So I think that's probably about it. I am just so passionate about this work. I'm so excited to bring this to you. Any questions, please find me on Facebook or Instagram, Christine Kenny, Christine Kenny Coaching on Instagram, and send me a message. I am always willing to have a chat about it. And if you want to join, just click the links, and you can pay over 6 months, 12 months, paying for, you get some extra bonuses. But yeah, this is the work. We can go so far with healing and into our spirituality. And often we think, what's missing? What's next? Why am I not going deep enough? And this is why, because we're going to those really, really uncomfortable parts. We're dysregulating our nervous system. It doesn't feel good. It's not somewhere where we can consciously take ourselves alone. And this is why it changed my life and changed my client's life, and it could change your life too. So please do get in touch if you have any questions, or just click the link and we will get started. Bye for now.